Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kenny Darr. The impacts of the New Orleans terror attack on New Year's Day is still being felt heavily nationwide, especially for one man in Tucson from New Orleans. KGUN 9's Vanessa Gongora spoke with him about the tragedy in his hometown.
What was supposed to be a celebration turned into devastation. At least 14 people were killed and 35 others injured after a man drove his truck through a crowd on Bourbon Street. I spoke with Bryant Batiste on New Year's Eve about how excited he was to be in Tucson to ring in the new year, not knowing hours later the ones he loves could potentially be in harm's way.
I just thank God that my family wasn't in the mix on New Year's Eve during the tragedy.
Batiste was born and raised in New Orleans, so much so he wears his heart on his sleeve.
The Louisiana symbol, the Louisiana shape and state right down my wrist.
Batiste says New Orleans is no stranger to danger. That when he heard about the crime via Instagram,
we also verified that he served in the U.S. Army.
He was almost numb.
New Orleans has been, it's been a corrupt city, so when I saw the information, unfortunately, seeing my city, I'm kind of desensitized, but I was still like, I was mind blown.
Saying a terrorist attack in his hometown was something unheard of.
Terrorism for the first time in my life in New Orleans, it was unbelievable.
He says he understands catastrophe because his family lost everything in Hurricane Katrina and knows the community will rally together once again.
They're resilient, so New Orleans is going to come back from this with a vengeance. We're gonna make New Orleans great again.
Batiste says he plans on going back to New Orleans soon to visit his parents and siblings with his 3-year-old daughter. Reporting in studio, Vanessa Gongora, KGUN 9.